Mandy and I welcome you back to Walking with Jesus for December 8th. Managing expectations. Let's look at Micah 5 verse 2. Micah 5 verse 2 says, "But you, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though you were small among the clans of Judah, out of you will come for me one who will be ruler over Israel, whose origins are from old, from ancient times." Managing expectations. Isaiah 55 verse 9 provides a guide for managing expectations. God's ways and thoughts are higher than our ways and thoughts, meaning whenever we think we are certain of how and when God will act, watch out. For example, when God prophesied through the prophet Micah where the Messiah would be born, everyone was surprised that it would be in Bethlehem, a small village among the thousands of Judah. But there was a reason. Bethlehem was the home of David, and the Messiah would be the son of David. Matthew 21:9. But there was another reason. Bethlehem in Hebrew is Bethlehem, house of bread. Jesus, born in the house of bread, declared himself to be the bread of life. Now, isn't that super cool? John 6:35 and 48. This was a surprise, a shock actually, to the religious leaders. Jesus said he was the new manna from heaven, replacing the bread that had sustained the Jews in the wilderness. Let God surprise you. Trust him to do which is best for you in his timing and in his way. Whew, there's a lot in this one. Let's go back. Talking about when God prophesied through the prophet Micah where the Messiah would be born, everyone was surprised it would be Bethlehem among the thousands of Judah. But there was a reason. Bethlehem was the home of David, and the Messiah would be the son of David. Even way back then in the Old Testament, when David was in Bethlehem, now Jesus is going to be born in Bethlehem too, because he's like the new king. Isn't that awesome? And then also how Bethlehem is called the house of bread. And when Jesus was born in the house of bread, he declared himself to be the bread of life. John 6:35 and then 48. John 6:35 says, "Then Jesus declared, I am the bread of life. He who comes to me will never go hungry, and he who believes in me will never be thirsty." So he's born in the house of bread, and now he's saying he's the bread of life, and whoever eats that bread will never go hungry and thirsty. So he's saying a new thing, which kind of flipped everyone out, really. They just didn't know what to think about that. But I am so glad that Jesus is the bread of life. Jesus said he was the new manna from heaven, replacing the bread that had sustained the Jews in the wilderness. Let God surprise you. Trust him to do that which is best for you in his timing and in his way. Sometimes it's hard to wait on him, right? We want things right now. We want answers now. I'm kind of in a waiting period right now myself, but I am trusting him that in his timing and in his way, he's going to do what is best for me. And in the meantime, I'm going to have the bread of life. I'm never going to go spiritually hungry because he's going to fill me up every day as long as I'm reading his word. So I hope today you jump into God's word and you just stay thinking about him all day. And just think of how cool it is that he was born in the house of bread and he is the bread of life. And he will sustain you, my friend, as he always does for all of us. Have a great day believing that he is the bread of life and he'll sustain you. And I'll see you back here tomorrow for more of God's word. Yes, we will. We'll come back. And you can order your own copy of Walking with Jesus by Dr. David Jeremiah by going to davidjeremiah.org or by calling Turning Point at 877-998-0222. And I would love to answer any question that you may have about faith in Jesus. Let's get stronger this year in 2024. You can contact me through my website, nancyjoytoyou.com. And I hope you have a wonderful day growing your faith in Jesus.